Bucks here. So we got a limited time card on the way tomorrow in Tyler Lockett, and 95 speed on a theme team pretty easily gets him up to a 99. You don't even really need 50 out of 50, just a 25 out of 50 Seahawk team right there with that power up and everything. And he is great. He was great earlier this year. You know, when I did that Seahawks theme team, just this 91 Lockett came up to a pretty decent speed all the way up to 97. So he's been pretty top end for a little bit. Obviously not much of a run blocker. Pretty solid overall card though. Price is up because, you know, obviously he was just teased. Now, the tweet said about Skull tomorrow as a second one. So the chances of them are going to be one of these cards because they generally are power-ups that really haven't gotten upgraded in a while. So looking through all the options, Anthony Harris last got a 0 chill card as a free safety. They do need a free safety upgrade. We got Adam Thielen, who has a 90 overall most feared card. Get the potential limited. We got Harrison Smith, 93 overall, so a little higher on the scale. Eric Kendricks is also 93, but I don't know. They've been, you know, kind of Kendricks happy in the last few years, so I guess maybe it could happen, even though it feels like it wouldn't be. Cook's got a 96 team of the year, so very doubtful that is Delvin Cook, so we'll close him. Daniel Hunter, I think I always say it wrong. He's got a 92. Stud player, but, you know, 92, 93 is kind of close to what we're getting. I mean, it is a 97 overall, so really any of these things are within the range. Otherwise, Michael Pierce just got a 95 flashback. I like it nice and thick, just like Pierce is, so he's not going to get a card. And then the last one, Kirk Cousins got a 95 team standout and probably won't get a card. So we're down to basically, I'll talk about that in a second, about 5 choices. Anthony Harris, Adam Thielen, Harrison Smith, Eric Kendricks, and Daniel Hunter right here. So your guess is as good as mine which one's on the way tomorrow. Let me know in the comments section which one you think's on the way or which one you want. So, I will say with all that, EA Sports came out on their FIFA channel and talked about the allegations. We talked about this video in the video earlier today about the thorough investigation, about improper conduct, taking swift action. Type behavior is unacceptable. No way condone what is alleged to be happening here. We understand how this creates concern about unfair balance in the game and competition. We'll update the community as we get more clarity on the situation. So, FIFA is, you know, taking it seriously as we expected them to. Interesting response I got in the video earlier about people's mutt and foot, and they weren't really like, I don't know, it didn't seem like that many people were that upset about it, but I think like the bigger issue, like I said in the video, is just how FUT is run and why, like last year, and you know, we've complained over the years, and it's something that Mutt's done well is not keep the top end cards, right? Like I don't necessarily say I let it, but I was like one of the voices that was saying how bad these expensive golden tickets are, and I'm glad the community was able to rally around that, and we kind of like talked about it. And the great thing about the Mutt team, I will say, is the fact that they do listen to our feedback quite a bit. You know, pack odds, we still struggle getting it through their skulls about how, you know, bad pack odds leads to unsatisfied customers, leads to a bad time overall for the game, and it just doesn't make for a good experience. So like right here, the Rodgers card, like I said, everybody can get it for free. And it's 2.97 million coins, which is, you know, probably the most expensive card this year. The golden tickets, I hope, aren't too much more than this. Hopefully, you know, 2 to 3 million is fine for them. More than that, and that's bad, kind of like FIFA. Because, like, you can't even, like, purchase stuff that high. That's why it took $1,000 just for people to put them up in the market, in the FIFA market. So, there is issues going on with FUT, but looking at it from the Mutt standpoint, like, you know, the biggest problems with Madden are really located in the gameplay department, right? Isn't that our biggest frustrations? Obviously, the franchise folks have their own frustration. That's been trashed for quite a few years. But overall, Mutt-wise, I think it's been a pretty solid year again. I said this last year. We'll see what they end up doing more towards, like, you know, the next few months. Like last season, the off-season kind of died on us. But this season looks like they're going strong. At least like the last 3 Fridays we got content. I wish we get some content like maybe like Monday, Tuesday, that kind of era, so we don't have such a big like gap between the good content. But we'll, again, you know, they haven't teased anything about what's going on Friday. I don't know. Hopefully we get something cool like a Team Diamonds. We'll see tomorrow on GMM about that. But I'm looking forward to the reroll tomorrow with Tyler Lockett in it and doing some training and hopefully getting some good swirls across our screen with the Seahawk and the Viking making their way. But overall, Lockett, deep threat. Is he a top tier wide receiver? He's close to it. Theme team, yeah. Him and DK make quite the combo. Seahawks have had a pretty good theme team this year. I've liked them. Oh, rock bottom. Rock bottom coins are the #1 place to get your Madden 21 coins. If you make coins for my videos, sell them to rock bottom. If you're buying, use my code GUTBOX for 15% off. I definitely want to make mention that there's the special this weekend that I will put in the description, and you guys can take a look at it, what the deals are going to be. It's going to be 25% off. There's going to be a theme team focus and certain deals on it, so it's going to be kind of cool that way over at Rock Bottom, so definitely taking a look at that. But overall, the rest of the video, like, that's kind of what I want to talk about, was the limited tomorrow, and, like, you know what, like, we talk about these high prices of limiteds, and, like, EA and at least the MUT staff has gone the opposite way by putting them into our training variety packs. These things have been very nice to pull because they've been spitting out limiteds for a lot of people. Now, you will have to pull hundreds of thousands of training to get one, but it is that option. It does make them cheaper overall. But the one thing that I was pretty, somebody in the comment section of the last video talked about, in FUT, you don't need the top tier cards to compete. You don't need the top Tom Brady to compete. But, like, there's still quite a bit of advantage for having the top card, right? Like, when I played FUT, and I brought out my fully chemmed out, English Premier League squad, and then people were bringing out, like, mid-90s squads. I guess it was low 90s squads against my low 80s squads. They were just faster. They were running around me. Were able to get the ball off my foot super easily. It was a little harder to get it off theirs. I had to make, like, smart, quick passes to get around theirs while they could just basically run around me and run past my defenders. So I don't necessarily buy that FUT, it doesn't matter what cards you have because it's less pay to win that way than Madden. It was a very strange comment that you don't need the top cards to compete in FUT because you still need them. Maybe to a certain extent, you don't need the 15 million coin card. I mean, it's kind of like with MUT, like near the end of the year. I mean, yeah, you can get away with the guys that are more budget focused. But you still, the best make the game a lot easier, especially, and again, it's so focused around winning with Weekend League and everything going on with FUT that way. So, it was a strange comment. I thought it was very strange. But, MUT, you can win without the top squad too, right? Like, you can win with, I don't need Bruce, Rice. Andre Johnson, if I just came out my level guy, he's got, 98 speed on the theme team too. The offensive linemen could all be low 90s. Tight end is really nice to have speed. You could just do a cheaper end, faster tight end there. Defense, yeah, need speed. Jimmy Ward's a couple 100K. You don't need a 500K safety. Actually, are any of these guys 500K now? I don't think any of these safeties are. Namdi is. Woodson is 300K. Sherman, I use my power pass on, so he is free to me. Dre Bly, I don't have him maxed out. Deion Sanders is 400 to 500K, right? So, the squad does cost quite a bit, but there's a lot of ways you can get the cards for cheaper. And, I don't know. I guess that's true in MUT, too. You don't need the #1 most expensive squad. You do need good cards. So, in the end, I guess it's true in both games, if that's the case in FUT. Anyways, I'm rambling now. But I was very confused with some of the comments that were made on the last video about FUT and MUT and stuff. But anyways, seems like a lot of angry people out there. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.